It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. All that and more coming up next.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
Here's Cairo Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Big T.J. Slayton on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Swift, and he'll be brought down at the 45. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one on target to Moore. He's still on his feet, and he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and through. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He keeps it himself. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
From the gun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Love to throw. This one caught at the 4.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Yellow, lining, switch, yellow, check pink, check white.
So after 1, it's the Bears off to the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment.
Set, ready. Set,
It's
go.
the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he's in. Jaden Reed Touchdown, Packers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he goes. Buried back at the 15-yard line. Offense and DJ. Back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Williams. This pass caught, right side, it's Allen. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he indeed picks up a Bears 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. To throw is Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he will score. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Ready.
We'll go play action with Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Come on, set.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this.
Got it.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Here's Love to throw. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. On the give, it's Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down, 3 to go. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards, and we still have another half to play. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A huge play just before the half. 42 yards. So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Looking middle and complete with Allen. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That is hard. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. Here's a 2nd and 6. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready? Go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. He gets free. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A huge play there. They go in the air only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On the give, here's Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. On the ground, it's Swift. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
A noob 1S2U, red heart emoji, double exclamation mark emoji, rated with 7 viewers.
Options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. He finds his big tight end, Everett. The Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Now it is first and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. One more time, they try Swift. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will do it himself. He's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready?
Love to throw it on 1st down. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
Set, ready.
2nd down and 3.
Hut.
On the bootleg, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
This is how I would run an offense if I was an offensive coordinator, Mike. You pack them in tight to throw, and then in this case, you spread them out wide. 4 wide receivers, make them defend the whole field, and it really opens up some run lanes inside and helps lead to that big game.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. To throw it again, it's Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they come up for 2nd and 2. A run with Swift. The Bears are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's 2nd down. Now this looks like a design run. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Swift. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. That complete to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. On 1st down, it's Love. Now a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Incomplete. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. He's got it at about the 8. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Packers offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Here's Love. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Ready, set, cut.
Throwing is Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Lambeau Field.